Friends, today we are going to take you on a journey to a country that has faced countless storms in history, endured unimaginable hardships, and yet stands tall today as one of the most resilient and rapidly progressing nations in Asia. This is a country that fought against some of the most powerful empires in the world and emerged victorious. A country over which more than 270 million bombs were dropped, yet its spirit was never broken. Yes, today we are talking about Vietnam. Why is Vietnam becoming so prosperous today? How did the people of this nation, despite enduring slavery, war, and destruction, manage to rebuild their lives into happiness and progress? What makes Vietnam a unique and fascinating place to visit? What beautiful destinations does it offer to the world? In this video, we will try to answer all these questions as we take you through a complete journey of Vietnam, its history, its culture, its people, and its breathtaking travel destinations. Before we begin, to all the new friends watching, don't forget to subscribe and like our channel so that you can continue receiving such informative videos. Now, let's start this remarkable journey into the heart of Vietnam. The official name of this country is the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Covering an area of about 331,690 square kilometers, Vietnam ranks as the 18th largest country in Asia. The country has a population of nearly 99 million people, which places it 15th in the world in terms of population size. To the north, Vietnam shares its border with China, to the west, it borders Laos and Cambodia, and to the east lies the vast South China Sea, known locally as the East Sea. When you look at the map of Vietnam, its shape immediately stands out. Unlike the square or oval-shaped outlines of many nations, Vietnam is shaped like the letter S, stretching gracefully along the eastern coastline of the Indo-Chinese peninsula. This unique geography gives Vietnam an extensive coastal line of more than 3,200 kilometers, making it not only strategic for trade but also one of the most beautiful seaside destinations in Asia. But friends, what makes Vietnam truly fascinating is not just its geography, but the spirit of its people. Despite centuries of foreign domination and decades of devastating war, the people of Vietnam today are known to be among the happiest in Asia. According to reports, the unemployment rate here is remarkably low, only around 5%. That means more than 95% of the population is actively working and earning, creating a strong and self-reliant economy. The average life expectancy in Vietnam is over 70 years, a clear reflection of the peaceful, hard-working, and optimistic lifestyle of its people. However, this peaceful life was not always the reality. Vietnam has been a battleground for centuries. It has seen the dominance of China for nearly 1,000 years, the rule of France for almost 100 years, and the interference and occupation of America for about a decade. Each wave of foreign control left its mark, but the Vietnamese people never lost their longing for freedom. Their courage and determination led to one of the most famous wars in history, the Vietnam War. This war began in 1964 when America entered Vietnam under the excuse that its ships had been attacked. But many historians believe that it was a fabricated excuse, a conspiracy to justify American intervention. From 1964 to 1973, America dropped more than 270 million cluster bombs on Vietnam, the largest bombing campaign in history. To give you an idea of its scale, America dropped only 60 million bombs during the entire war with Iraq, which means Vietnam suffered more than 4 times that number. The destruction was unimaginable, yet Vietnam refused to bow down. The war ended in 1975, when the Vietnamese forces defeated the United States. More than 58,000 American soldiers lost their lives, while millions of Vietnamese civilians paid the price of freedom with their blood. Today, the Vietnam War is remembered not only as a tragedy but also as a powerful story of resistance, resilience, and ultimate victory. After independence, the people of Vietnam rallied behind their leader, Ho Chi Minh, who became the first president of the country. He is remembered as the father of modern Vietnam, and his legacy is honored throughout the nation. The city formerly known as Saigon, which played a central role in the war, was renamed Ho Chi Minh City in his memory. Today, it is one of the most dynamic and rapidly growing cities in Asia, But friends, the story of Vietnam is not just about war. It is also a story of culture, tradition, and astonishing natural beauty. Did you know that Vietnam is the world's largest producer of cashew nuts? About 45% of the world's cashew exports come from here. It is also the second largest exporter of coffee, right after Brazil, and the world's leading exporter of black pepper. The fertile land, tropical climate, and hard-working farmers have made Vietnam one of the agricultural powerhouses of the world. Education also played a central role in Vietnam's progress. After independence, the government focused strongly on literacy. Teachers from neighboring countries, including China, came to Vietnam, and in exchange, the Vietnamese government paid them with seafood and animal leather. This priority on education uplifted the entire nation. Today, Vietnam boasts a literacy rate of more than 96%, among the highest in Asia. This strong foundation in education has enabled Vietnam to compete globally and attract foreign investment. Religion and traditions in Vietnam also paint a fascinating picture. The majority of people follow Buddhism, which influences the peaceful lifestyle and philosophical outlook of the society. But alongside, the Vietnamese also hold deep respect for mythical creatures like dragons, which symbolize power and prosperity. That is why you will see dragon motifs everywhere, from temples to street decorations. Now, let's talk about travel and tourism in Vietnam. The capital city, Hanoi, is one of the most beautiful cities in Asia. With its mix of French colonial architecture, ancient temples, and modern skyscrapers, Hanoi captures the essence of Vietnam's journey from past to present. Popular attractions include the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, the Temple of Literature, the St. Joseph Cathedral, and the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Hanoi also has bustling markets and vibrant street food culture that no traveler should miss. Moving south, we reach Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon. This city is the economic hub of Vietnam, buzzing with life day and night. It is home to the War Remnants Museum, the Notre Dame Cathedral, and the historic Siu Chi tunnels, where Vietnamese soldiers once fought guerrilla battles against American troops. Walking through these tunnels gives visitors a first-hand glimpse into the resilience and strategies of the Vietnamese fighters. But beyond the cities, Vietnam is a paradise for nature lovers. Have you ever heard of the Golden Bridge in Da Nang? This breathtaking bridge is held up by two giant stone hands and sits 1,400 meters above sea level. It looks like something out of a fantasy movie and has become one of the most photographed attractions in the world. Vietnam is also home to the Perfume River, located in Hue. This river gets its name because fragrant flowers fall into it from nearby orchards, giving the water a natural, sweet fragrance. It is a place of calm and beauty, where visitors can take boat rides surrounded by the scent of blossoms, and if you are an adventurer, Vietnam offers something truly extraordinary, the Sun Dong Cave, the largest cave in the world. Stretching for more than 9 kilometers, it is so massive that it has its own climate, rivers, and forests inside. Exploring this cave is like entering another world. Friends, Vietnam is also famous for its unique food culture. While dishes like pho, noodle soup, and banh mi, sandwich, are internationally loved, Vietnam also has some unusual delicacies that surprise visitors. For example, snake wine, where snakes are preserved in jars of rice wine, is considered a special drink believed to bring health and strength. Some locals even consume exotic dishes like monkey brain, though these are rare and controversial practices. Despite the wars, despite the destruction, and despite being one of the poorest countries just a few decades ago, Vietnam has transformed itself. Today, it is among the fastest growing economies in Asia. The currency here is the Vietnamese dong, and for many foreign travelers, Vietnam is one of the most affordable countries to explore. For example, 1 Pakistani rupee equals around 87 Vietnamese dong, making travel and tourism very budget-friendly. When we look at Vietnam's journey, we see an inspiring example of how education, hard work, and unity can rebuild a nation. A country that once suffered unimaginable pain is now considered one of the happiest nations in Asia. A people who once fought endlessly for freedom now welcome millions of tourists with open arms, eager to share their culture, history, and traditions. So friends, this was our journey into Vietnam, a land of resilience, beauty, and endless inspiration. Tell us in the comments how you found this story, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Until the next journey, take care and keep exploring the world with us.